My name's Mary Tong, and I'm a Chinese Vietnamese background ethnic, and I've been born with polio. As the older I get, instead of getting better, my muscle just deteriorates.
Yeah, all right. My name Nancy. I look after my sister Kim. She is the intelligent disability. Since she born, I different age with her about 7 years. On that age, I can look after her when I'm young already. My mom can't speak English, but only me. I try on that time. Very hard, not easy.
Hi, my name is Arianto Santoso. I'm a Nicholas Daddy Santoso. Nicholas Santoso Daddy, and I like to share a little bit regarding the family with the kids with autism. We've been lost for many years since my son has autism since 1.5 years.
I've heard about this NDIS being rolled out, and I thought, oh, this is finally we're getting somewhere for the disabled. I'm not the only one. So I was so happy because, at least I'm getting some help. But to get into this scheme, it's very, very hard.
Very complicated. It's not an easy process if your English is not very good. If you don't have people really supporting you with your application form and sending the request to NDIS and getting your documents signed by the specialist and GP and also the psychologist. So it's a very complex procedure.
I would have given up because I just don't like dealing with paperwork. I get frustrated. It's just, I don't know, I find the whole thing, it's just annoying, frustrating, complicated, and I thought I don't want to go through that again, but as it turned out, it wasn't complicated at all. You just need someone to help you, just to guide you, tell you what you need, when you need it. Just that, not only from an informational point of view, but support is nice as well. Just having someone do it together is nice.
I had the families or the clients, she had the intellectual disability when she was infant, when she was born, but she received no treatment so far. And now she is 41 years old and keeps staying in the house without receiving any treatment. And she lives with her sister at the moment. So when the sister attending our information section on the NDIS, so she contact us, and then we come there and have them. And at the moment, her NDIS application already submitted.
I know for NDIS from Thủy, the one she just come to Vietnamese school. That's my background, and she said if anyone or friend or relative got some help, come to, they will help. That's why she help a lot. She fill the form, and lucky on last 2 weeks, she come and talk with her, fill the form and go to the doctor. Doctor very good. They feel everything the statement, do everything for my sister too. It's very helpful for that.
Being a community connector and being belonging to a Nepalese community, I have done some of the community outreach and one-to-one support in my own community. And in regards to disability, there are a lot of taboos and lack of understanding, I would say, in my community. So it's been really challenging for me to work with them. I have been able to create a bit awareness about disability and how they can access the available services over this in regards to disability in this country, as we don't have much facilities or government investment back in our country in Nepal. I was working with a lady from a Nepalese community who could understand English, but she was not able to complete the ARF or knew about NDIS until we met her through a community outreach program. So I was able to help her to fill up the ARF and also help her to go to her GP, because she was hesitating to meet her GP as she was not that competent in understanding and speaking English. So it has, she told me that it has been a great help because she told me that I came at the right time to help her as she was trying to get these benefits or try to apply for these benefits from a long time ago, but she was not successful due to the language as well as cultural barriers.
Yeah, lucky Thuy come to my Vietnamese school and I said, this is for my sister. This is the right door, I have to knock now.
I like to share, since we meet with the Dermot and company, this company is been very, very helpful. How do we apply, how do we prepare the document, how do we submit until we submit the document. So this is very important, and this is very, very challenging for family with the kids with specialty, and we need the people like Dermot and the company to help the family like us.
It's hard to talk with people about disability without being familiar with them or developing that trusting relationship. And for the first instance, it takes a lot more time to develop that relationship in the Nepalese community.
She's referred me to Thuy. She is from Ethnic Community Services. She is so helpful. She'll come in and she'll stay with me and talk to me about my difficulties, what my problems are, and how she can help me. And just to get me back into the community, she's been very helpful with my application as well with the NDIS, because the form is very, well, not difficult, but it is impossible to write and fill in a form without assistant, professional assistant like Thuy. It is just, you're just preparing for failure. So, and I've applied NDIS twice, if not the third time.
And then they referred Homali to me to assist me with the process. And I thought, yeah, if someone can help me, I need someone to just make the whole process easier. And she called me and we met, and that was in December, December of 2020. Yeah, 21 now, yeah. That's right, December 2020, and 2 weeks later I got approved. And so it's good. And I've just applied for the plan review because the funding's inadequate for what I need for my goals. And I'll see how that goes. That's in the process now. So, but it's been better than what I thought, thanks to Homali actually. No, honestly, and I said that to her from the beginning. I would have given up.
I came to know you help people in completing their application form, and the whole supporting documents, the way it's supposed to be, and how it's going to be sent, and where, and then doing follow up with me on weekly basis, giving me the support also from someone from the NDIS in case if there's any questions not clear, those questions are being explained by you, which was very, very helpful.
Of course. Like I said, I've applied numbers of times and I get no reply and no letters, so I'm in the dark. And I had to ring up and find out when my application's going through, and all I got was, no, you're not eligible.
Well, my motivation was, I did apply for NDIS in the beginning, photocopied everything and sent it to the self-addressed envelope that was provided. Anyway, long story short, they never received it, and I was hesitant to go through the whole thing again because I didn't enjoy the process in the beginning.
Why was it refused the first time it was applied?
I have no idea, but the customer service or the assessor who called me informing me about the rejection of my application, all what she said that I don't meet the impediment table of the NDIS. I said, okay, then what's the impairment table? What do I need to do?
To thank you to Mr. Temot and the teams for helping family like us, because even with the NDIS form, we've been asking by phone. We don't get the form, and we get the form from Mr. Temot, and we don't know how to fill it, and he is very helpful too.
But at least he needs someone take her out, teach her how to guide the life is different, learn some skill. Very, very good. I like to push her a little bit like this, but sometimes very hard time for me. I got my kid too, and I'm working too. Very hard. It's not easy life here.
We have I'm family with the 2 boys, working 2 jobs, very hard, and luckily we at the end of this last year we try to get some help.
Because being someone like me who needs help going in and out of, even just going shopping, simple things like going shopping and going to see doctors, we need assistance.
He's doing very good at the moment with a little bit help.
This program needs to improve and keep going, continue it. Government needs support someone like this. They got their life after we old, they need that,
So this is one of the maybe things that I would like to see at the NDIS working on and improving to the participants, because in the end the NDIS is supposed to help people achieving their goals. So if I don't have the tools in order to achieve my goals, then it will be useless.
And hopefully this time, with the help of Twin, I'll get there.